We're here with the undefeated Josiah, Muscle Hamster, Harrell, 11-0, 10 finishes. How we doing, my man?
God's good. I'm alive. How are you doing?
Hey, man, I agree, man. God's good. Another beautiful day. We made it to Friday. Can't complain.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, I know you've probably been asked this questions millions of times, but, you were set to make your UFC debut, and they discovered a rare brain condition. And I wanted to know, how did that moment change you, not only as a fighter, but, as a person?
I mean, anytime anybody goes through anything difficult in life, it's going to change them, and it's up to you, I think, as a person to decide if you want to let this thing bag you down and bring negativity into your life, or if you want to have this thing bring something exciting into your life and bring some hope back into it. So I definitely was facing my demons for a long time, and I just got to a point where I'm like, okay, I have two options. I can either give this stress that I have to somebody else. I end up giving it to Jesus, or I can try to keep taking on this thing that I don't know if I can take on, and pretty much bring myself down with it. And I just got to a point where it was not worth it for me. Logically, it wasn't worth it to me, just financially, just all around as a person. So it got me real close to the Lord.
Amen to that, for sure, man. I've been working on my own spiritual journey in that regard, too, over the last year and a half, I would say. Still need to do better, but,
We all do, yeah.
God is good, man.
God is
And,
good.
so after brain surgery and getting back to competition, how has your approach to training and fighting changed compared to before?
I'm almost a little bit more psychotic about it. Like I get more irritated when I'm not pushed, but I figured I had to push myself now, um, more than ever. So, but beforehand it was just like, okay, go to basically check off the boxes, get to practice, uh, refuel, get to practice. Like that was it. Now it is no. We're having intentions when we're at practice. We're focused when we're at practice. Okay, why are we at practice? What are we focusing on? What are we doing? What are we working on? As that's happening, okay, cool. I don't care about positionally if I'm losing. I don't care if I'm losing in practice. But how do I keep a pace, push a pace? And then how do I make sure that as I am getting into these bad positions, as I'm getting into these different situations, how do I stay calm? One, and then how do I get to a place where I know that I can either get back up to my. Basically, everything had intentions. Everything is from striking to grappling. Everything I do now has intent behind it.
Definitely, definitely. That's something very important, and I mean, I'm not a fighter myself, but, I could definitely tell the mental game is massive with fighters, it's something that they always have to take in stride. And, you mentioned your faith playing a role, and your relationship with God. How has your journey with that kind of changed, and everything it's brought with you from getting back to the LFA and getting back to fighting, compared to before you
Um,
had a strong relationship with the Lord?
so how's the Lord affected the way I get into these different promotions? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
Okay. Um, just it's kind of it's hard to explain, but a lot of times people put this unnecessary amount of pressure on themselves. They whether like we're let's say we get into the UFC. What's today? 213. Okay, the amount of people that are gonna go like, "Hey, dude, how you feeling? Like this is such a big deal or whatever." I'm gonna be like, it doesn't change anything because the UFC is not a goal. Like my thing is I need to be the best person I can be. I need to become the best fighter I can be. I need to become the best servant to God that I can be. And the only thing the UFC allows me to do is it allows me to get to a point where I can give him more eyes. And it just all the pressure that comes that people put themselves under, it leaves immediately. And it allows me to be me. It allows me to perform the way I need to, and which is just free. It allows me to be free. It allows me to just take all that stress and put it onto him. And it just more about just being free. There's no stress. There's no obviously there's going to be stress, but like it's a lot less weight on the shoulders, a lot less weight overall, and I just get to focus on having fun out there.
Basically, what I'm hearing is that, you're going to work hard no matter what, and, you just leave it in God's hands.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, working hard is not going to be an issue. Even that he's given to me. So it's just
Hmm.
like the will that I have, the strength, the abilities that I've gotten, all came from him. Whether it's intellectual abilities or whether it's physical abilities. Like we don't like. It would be awesome for me to be like, yep, I'm the reason why I learned so well. It's like, no. I mean, if we all got in a classroom and all had the same teacher, we would all learn differently at different times, in different ways. Like it's just so we're not in control of how we learn. We're not in control of how we perceive things. We're really not in control of the things we grasp or hold on to. So it's very hard for me to even consider that me working hard has anything to do with it. It really just do what you think you're supposed to do, and if you don't think you're supposed to do it, don't do it. Head in that direction, and try to have the best time while you're out there.
Definitely. You were scheduled to face former welterweight champion Jack Della Maddalena. Very curious to know what he really got out grappled in his last fight. He got dominated. Not
Hmm.
saying he's not a great fighter, he is, but
Hmm.
in your game, where do you see some strengths that you could take advantage of if you guys were to ever match up down the line again?
You just, I mean, he's dangerous in his boxing range, so it's not that you stay away from that, but he has he's very good, especially when he starts picking up. He's very good at figuring those combos out. So I mean, it's a lot about using our wrestling whenever he's coming in to stop him, or as Islam did, he used his kicks a lot to stop him in that boxing range as he's stepping forward. So forcing him not to do combinations because that's where he's most dangerous. So trying to get him. Basically interrupting him every single time he's trying to get something going, whether we're using our grappling or whether we're using our striking. And then as the fight goes on and we can start wearing and tearing and getting into more grappling exchanges where we start exposing better positions, then we can eventually go for the finish. I mean, Islam showed a perfect game plan around it. It's using that kick up high, taking his right hand away. Anytime he came in, Islam is either back out to kicking range. He's either using his kick or he's entering in to either clinch or more than likely grappling. And then just the timing of his grappling end up messing with Jack to where he couldn't even really start picking Islam apart. Which his best game is going to be that boxing range. And nothing against Jack. He's freaking phenomenal, and I don't even. I say he'll be back, so it's just this game plan probably won't even work again. So this is the thing: we're all puzzles,
Hmm.
and we have to have the ability to solve each other at any point. I mean, watching fights and watching other people do it is can help you, but the likelihood that you're going to be able to fight the same exact way as somebody else is also very low. So the goal is just to make sure we're just improving ourselves and that we have the tools that we need to solve each puzzle.
Definitely, definitely. And looking ahead, I feel like it's probably an obvious question to ask you this, but what are the next career goals? I know you talked about the LFA title, you talk about the UFC,
Uh,
but in an ideal world, what's your next move?
uh, we I don't think we're gonna be in the LFA again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like it's just we're shooting for the stars now at this point and going to
Hmm.
have some fun.
Definitely. I mean, you think you could see yourself on something like a Dana White Contender Series or
I doubt it. We'll probably see ourselves short notice.
short notice? Yeah, man, I can't wait to see you back in there, man. It's been inspiring to hear your story for sure, and just the fact that you've been so resilient and trying to chase this goal because I feel like a lot of people they'd have something like that and I'm done. Like
Hmm.
me, I'm not a quitter, no, but man, I if I was in your position, I'd really be like, fuck, man, am I gonna keep going? But you're a strong man. You got strong faith in the Lord, and I think that's very important. And much respect to that. And
Thank
I did want to ask you, it's not just about fighting here.
you.
Outside of the cage, what's something that you do for fun that people wouldn't expect you to do?
Oh, dog, you shouldn't ask that.
Yeah.
These are I got just I'm going through magic decks, but I don't even know. I could probably snipe it. Right over there, I
Uh
got
huh.
gun ammo.
Oh
All I
shit.
got a whole bunch of magic decks. My fans. There's a One Piece Luffy thing over there. Basically, I don't even think I'm supposed to be able to fight. All I do
Uh
is all I do is play video games,
huh.
read books, and a lot of Pokemon, a lot of card games. I'm kind of just a weirdo. That's
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to. Can you even? Yeah, I can probably turn that. Let's see. So there's my laundry that I need to do that I'm not doing. But there's Deadpool, Joker, some Marvel stuff over
What
there.
are those like action figures? Are those
Yeah,
the Funko Pops?
yeah. I only have a little bit of them. I haven't really. I just haven't got rid of them. So who
Yeah.
knows? I might start collecting them. But yeah, I
So
got
what?
Michael Scott, Joker, Spider Man, Deadpool, and Groot.
Michael Scott. You big Office fan?
He's just fun. Yeah, it's funny. Like if I was to watch TV again, I'd probably start on The Office.
Oh yeah, I love that show, man. So you're born and raised in Ohio?
Columbus, Ohio, born and raised. We're gonna fight out of here until we're done fighting, and then who knows? We might go and explore the world after that. But as of right now, we're just gonna do what we need to do in Columbus.
Definitely. You got a favorite sports team out there,
I don't. I
or you
mean,
don't follow any other sports besides MMA?
I don't even really follow MMA. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'll see some fights. I'll watch some of them every now and then, but a lot of times they're too late, and I'll just go to sleep at 10, 11 before they start, and or I'll leave the fights, and I rarely ever get to see the main events just because at that point I'm going to bed, dog.
Yeah, no, I
So
feel that. Uh, Especially because you're on the East Coast time zone, so it's like what, damn near midnight by the time the main event's coming on.
yeah, I mean this past couple, or the first one that was on Paramount wasn't too bad. It was the fight card was at 10. I think it ended right around 11 or 12:30. I'm like, cool, I can go home. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not staying up till 1 or 2 to
Yeah,
wait. I can just wait in the morning. I'm not that worried about what happens. I'm like, I don't know who won, what's going on. But even whenever it starts getting like towards 11, I'm like, I'm good. Like we got two
hmm
more fights. I will figure it out in the morning.
definitely. Yeah. h- how did it feel to fight a guy like Melvin Gillard in your home? Was that in Ohio?
I don't know if it was in Ohio. I don't know if it. No, I think it was in Virginia. Or not
In
Virginia,
Virginia?
Kentucky.
Yeah. How did it feel to fight a UFC veteran like that? Get quite the highlight slam, man. Shit.
Yeah, it was cool. We probably should have just what's the name? Armbarred him.
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse armbarred him. That would have. But we'll see. I mean, it was cool to have the experience. Every experience we have, especially when it's that personal, because not everybody gets to do that, is special.
Uh huh.
I don't really care to pat myself on the back too much. I'm just like, cool. It was a opportunity I got, and the only thing I do is just take the wisdom and everything I got from it and keep going forward. It was definitely a blessing just to be able to be with a guy that talked that much, that did have that much experience, and it's definitely helped me out in my career.
Definitely. Yeah, man. And it was good talking with you. I won't take up too much of your time now. You said you got your eyes dilated.
Yeah, yeah. So they had to check my eyes for Houston.
Houston. What you got planned in Houston?
I'll be fighting probably.
Yeah, nothing you could say yet though.
I signed the contract. We'll see.
Uh
I'm
huh.
sure they'll have something out soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know. This I think it's manager and stuff's pretty picky about that. So
Houston. Oh, okay. Well, my dumbass just put two and two together. Okay. Okay. Well, shit.
yeah, drinking
Okay.
a shit ton of water. That's why
Fuck,
all
man.
those clothes are sweat clothes. I'm just Well, they're clean now, but I'm gonna end up putting them on and running after this, and then I'll go and have a little bit of break, and then putting them on and running after this. So I just run through laundry like it's no
Fuck yeah,
business.
man. And shit, I'm a shorter guy myself, so I have to ask you, man, how does it feel being 5'7" in a division of welterweight?
Yeah,
A
it
lot of
feels
tall
like
motherfuckers.
there is. Yeah, it feels like I'm the David in a generation of Goliaths. So
Yeah,
it's not too bad. I mean, definitely has its advantages and definitely has its disadvantages. You just gotta be willing to work around them. So it's my body, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
definitely. And just one last question. I won't take up too much of your time, but I had to ask you. I've heard you speak about it before. In an interview, I've seen some quotes. But how do you see yourself matching up with Islam Makhachev?
Islam, we're both southpaw. He doesn't switch stance too much. Very patient. Um, he's controlled. I would like to say I'm controlled as well. I would have to. I would have to feel his grappling because watching it is one thing, but his grappling obviously is going to be a step above a lot of people. But I would like to say I can get up. So I think it would be similar to how Volk went with him the first time, and then I think that we would end up catching him. Though I think if we take his back, we can finish him, especially if he's gonna end up in that fifth round with Volk on his back. It's that's not positions you want to be in, but. Not comparing myself or saying I'm as good as Volk or Islam. It's just I would like to see myself there and push them. That's all we care about is what can we get out of this, and usually it's just experience. So the only thing I do is just give them my best.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying. You do have, you're definitely taller, but you got a very similar build to Volk. You're very stocky and you got that broad shoulders and stuff. So that seems like, I mean, you look at, I don't know if you've seen his fight with Arman Sarukian, but, he was another guy who gave him a lot of problems in the grappling. And that was on short notice. That was Arman's first fight in the UFC. So, yeah. And, I respect Islam a lot, but I'd like to see someone come and give him a challenge, man. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. We're doing all this stuff short notice for 70, so we definitely have the ability to make 55. It's just how much time do they want to give us? So I mean, we can give 70s problems. We can give Ilya some problems. We can go give Armin some problems. Like
Hell yeah.
it's we're in a good position. God's good.
Definitely, definitely, bro. I mean, do you plan on staying at 70, or you kind of going with the flow of whatever happens?
I will
See,
probably end up getting down. So unless they need us for short notice, we'll just go to 55.
yeah, yeah, definitely, man. Well, look forward to seeing it. Sounds like you got some pretty exciting on the horizon. I know you can't say anything too much yet, but I'll be keeping my eyes out for sure, man. And if you're ever free again, it was cool talking with you. I'd love to catch up again sometime if you have the chance.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.